Today on Brilliance Business TV, we have Susana De Leon. Susana was born in Guatemala in 1980 and raised in Los Angeles since the age of 10. Susana is the creative director and founder of Timoy, the brand, which is also Susana's artist name. Stay tuned. Welcome to Brilliance Business TV, conversations with leading experts in business. I am your host, Mark Stephen Pooler. We have a wonderful guest today, Susana De Leon. She is an artist and her artwork is incredible, from Timoy, the brand, and also she does NFTs. I had some amazing NFTs from her as well. So before I bring Susana into the broadcast, I just want to make an official shout out to our show sponsors, Dreamweaver Artist Ranch. We are streaming live on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube. We're also on the E360 TV network under Fresh Takes, going out to Apple TV, Fire TV, Android TV, Roku, and many more. We're also on Business Innovators Radio Network, and we're also on MSP News Global.com. Let's bring in our incredible guest, Susana De Leon. Susana, welcome to Brilliance Business TV.
Thank you so much for having me. I am so excited to be here and have a chat with you.
I'm really looking forward to a conversation with you today, Susana. Firstly, just tell us a little bit about your background and where you grew up.
Well, I am originally from Guatemala, and my parents brought me to the United States, to Los Angeles in 1990. I was 10 years old. And I grew up in Los Angeles, and the city really influenced me and inspired me. I was already a little artist since 6 years old. And when I moved here to the United States, I got influenced by graffiti art. So I grew up doing graffiti art. At a very young age, I wasn't really a supervised teenager. So I started doing graffiti around 15, when I was 15 years old, and going to raves and things like that. And all of that influenced who I am today. I knew that one day I was going to start a brand, and I knew that I would be an artist. I even remember as a child in elementary, my teacher had me do like, what do I want to be when I grew up? And then I wrote, I want to be a cosmetologist, a teacher, and an artist. And so far, I mean, I'm not a cosmetologist, but I love doing my hair. I love doing my makeup. And I have been a teacher. Thankfully, it's been very rewarding. I've been able to teach at schools and at galleries. And I'm an artist. And so I've been able to accomplish those things. So it's really amazing how, even as a little girl, I had an idea of what I wanted, And so now my goal is to really establish a very solid foundation for my brand.
Nice. Your artwork is amazing, and Los Angeles, what a beautiful place to live as well, Susana. Tell us how long you've been doing art, and tell us a little bit about your artwork.
Yes, I've been doing art since I was 6 years old. I started out literally with little stick figures, and I just used to love to tell little stories. And I remember I would tell little stories with the stick figures, and then eventually they turned into more of like Barbie influenced cartoons, kind of, sort of. And as I got a little older in high school, I started taking art classes. And so I started to learn about some of the masters, and I got influenced to do some more of realism art. And I eventually was doing cartoons and surrealism art. And with and then also graffiti art. So I was doing characters uh, in the street, more of like cartoonish, and then in paintings like canvases and things like that. I was doing more of the surrealism art. So I have I'm quite a what's the word? I There's a few things that I know how to do, but my focus has been more of the cartoons, in telling the story. And so it's always been in me to tell stories. And so when I had a dream with my character, it's really interesting because I literally had a dream with this little character that was like talking to me, and really, really animated, really cute. And so the first thing, the next day, I drew them, and I just started slowly drawing more characters, and telling the story and sharing the story of this character and where it came from. And so it's been amazing. This story to me is really special because I feel like it's been divinely inspired. And there's the story, I believe, is really beautiful. And so, you know.
That's the thing with your artwork, Susanna. It's very trendy, very modern, but there's always great stories behind the artwork, which makes it really interesting as well. So just tell us a little bit about your art style, Susanna.
Yes, my art style is, I would say, it's like kawaii pop culture, pop culture influence style. I was also very influenced by Japanese animation, and because I did realism as well. Like if you look at my characters, their eyes are like human
Yes.
eyes. They're like very realistic, and so I love the big eyes of the Japanese anime. But I didn't consciously do it. It was unconsciously that the influence came about. And the only reason I know that is because I grew up drawing Japanese animation characters, like manga characters. And slowly that came about. And so I call it kawaii because I have always loved the Harajuku, Japanese, Tokyo, um, uh, what do you call it? The culture, the Harajuku culture in Tokyo. They have always been my muses. And so when you see the colored hair and the fashion and all of that, it really comes from my love of the Japanese pop culture.
And your whole brand is called Timoy. Tell us about the name Timoy.
Yes, Timoy is an acronym for Trapped in My Own Imagination.
Oh, I like
And
that.
thank you. Yeah, a lot of people like it, and because I feel like people can relate to it.
Definitely, it's very, very relatable. Timo, we're just going to go to a short break. So please stay where you are and we will have a further conversation after the commercial break. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for part one of Brilliance Business TV. We're in conversation with Susana De Leon from Timoy, the brand. Join us after the commercial break.
Hello, this is Stephen Buckner, and just wanted to tell you I support the Dreamweaver project. It's a great project where artists such as myself will be able to come together and basically collaborate and to have a retreat to feel accepted and welcome. And that's something that artists here and around the world could always benefit from. So I just want to say, please support the Dreamweaver project. I think it's for a great cause, and I salute all the independent artists out there and artists that are signed as well. And have a wonderful day.
Welcome back to Brilliance Business TV, conversations with leading experts in business. We're in conversation with Susana De Leon from Timoy, the brand. Welcome back, Susana.
Thank you.
Susana, tell us all about Timoy, the brand.
Timoy the brand is a brand for the young and the young at heart and people that love everything cute, everything pretty. And really because I love the youth. I have always loved the youth. I've had dreams of making clothes and dreams of like cute little skirts with polka dots and tutus and things like that, like literal dreams. And, back then, even a few years ago, I knew that I was going to establish my brand. I just didn't know when or how it was going to come about because I had started it about 10 years ago, and then something happened and I had to take a break. And then, but it's always been there. So I wanted it to create something that uh, people that love things, because it makes me happy to create cute things. And so I wanted it to do that. And so that's what I am doing with the brand, is offering cuteness in art with utility, really. You can
Yes.
wear my art and carry it with you. And, you might not be able to afford a painting, but you can afford a t-shirt, a bag, so yeah. And I believe that just because you're aging doesn't mean that you're not entitled to dress however you want. If you're like me, I'm 42 and I still love to wear hair clips on my head. I still wear candy jewelry. And I see myself into my 90s
And why
wearing.
not? And why not express yourself and be creative? And you look amazing as well, Susana. Tell us a
Thank you.
little bit about your role in the NFT space. I got a couple of NFTs from you, which I love. They have great stories behind them. Tell us a little bit about your role in the NFT space.
Thank you. You know, my role in the NFT space so far really has just been learning. Learning and documenting my art. I love the idea of the blockchain, and it is really the new way of copywriting your work. And so for me, it is I have different collections in my NFTs, and one of the collections is actually a book where every NFT is telling a part of the story of the creation of the story of the characters. And then I have other collections where it's just the characters themselves. And so yeah, for me, I'm really excited about the blockchain and NFTs and what they can do, and not only for me but also in documenting history and documenting facts, you know.
I love the NFT space. I've collected a huge collection now. I think I've got around 67 NFTs.
Wow.
And I like the prospect of what will the future of NFTs be, because the technology behind them is really exciting for the future, with all the smart contracts and everything, etc.,
Yes,
etc.
it is
Susana,
amazing.
where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years?
The next 5 to 10 years, I really see myself. I see my brand that has grown. I see myself in a office space, warehouse space, and I still want to keep it minimal. You know, I don't want to mass produce too much. However, I do want to be in stores. So I see myself in stores, and I see myself collaborating with some big brands. I have all these goals and dreams, and I'm really excited. I'm, you know, I'm really excited because I'm in a place now where I can actually make things happen, and so that's really exciting for me, and that's what I'm doing. So
A nice vision for the future, and you will definitely reach all of your goals with your ambition and your amazing creativity. Now, I know you have an 80s collection that you're really excited about. Tell us all about that.
yes, I've been working night and day with this collection, and I started out with 10 paintings for an art show at the Hive Gallery in downtown Los Angeles. And from those 10 paintings, I created um, digital designs my for my product. So I have different products. I have from apparel to accessories. I also have jewelry that I made, handmade jewelry, and I have like home decor and even car accessories. So I am so excited because I like been working night and day so that I can release this collection, and is really cute. It's really cute. I'm really proud of myself.
And when does it launch, Susana?
This weekend.
This weekend. I would
Yes.
encourage everyone to go to Susana's website, which is Timoy.com. I'll spell that for everyone. That's TIMOI.com. Go to Susana's website, Timoy.com. That's Timoy.com. Timoy.com. Check out her amazing collection. Connect with her regarding NFTs, which I highly recommend. Really unique, creative, and really check out this amazing, unique artwork. I'm a big fan, Susana, just so you know. Thank you so much for
Thank you
being
so much.
my Thank you so much for being my guest today. I thoroughly enjoyed having a conversation with you.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. It was an awesome conversation, and I appreciate you.
The pleasure's been all mine, Susana. Thank you everyone for watching Brilliance Business TV, conversations with leading experts in business. Until next time, bye for now.